Second 54 lead of his PGA Tour career into Sunday at the 3M Open. He's in the final pairing of the day, 5 hours from now. Bubba Watson at the third here.
You have to take it over the right bunker, down the right side, cut it off that.
Boy, what a gorgeous shape that was from Bubba Watson. So much
In play for Chris, 280 to 310, right in his wheelhouse. So if he gets this started a little too far left and doesn't cut it, they will be in play.
Shot. I gave some too.
That one clambers into the tangly. Up to 5 with Davis.
going with a long iron here. This slight bender to the left. Gets a nice bounce. Stay in the fairway. Nothing really to pick a great target, so sort of lulls you to sleep. The second shot is really beautiful, going uphill with some sandy dunes to hit over. Really important to keep your focus on this tee shot.
One turning over beautifully for Kang, and that will locate the fairway. That's a little further back from where Davis is going to operate from here at the 5th. Could potentially do a little damage. Boy, what a pretty looking composition on that shot into the early morning sun here in Minnesota. 1:45 to go for Kang.
Yeah, fairly different than most of the topography on the rest of the golf course. This has a very unique, had some great character.
A shot of 128 to the hole for CamDavis. Oh, what a gorgeous shot. Go on in. Just go on in. Cameron Davis for 2.
What a shot. Spun it back. He didn't even know it went in.
Oh, really?
Right now, and that's what Baker will hope to do and make up a bunch of ground here on this Sunday, Gary.
Yeah, awkward position for Chris. 178. He's got a tree right in front of him. He can get it underneath the canopy at the bottom of the tree, but if he takes it right at this trunk, if it does squirt right, there's some heavy grass right at this green that can be very troublesome. You can just land this on the front side, maybe just short of the green, just try and chase it up with a great shot. Ooh, that's really well done. Really well done.
A few players have been tangled up over there in that rough earlier this week and have been lucky enough to avoid that tree.
After shot, I like this. Flag on the upper level here. Plenty of room over the bunker. I like smart golf.
Told you the right club.
Love the dialogue between.
For Davis and Kang from long range, looking for 3.
It's going to go all the way down that way. Got to go down over a mound. That's going to miss well low. Yeah, not bad speed though. That's all he was really looking for, was to judge the speed.
So a brush in for par here for SungKang at the 5th. Beautiful day at hand. Baker from about 50 feet here at the 3rd.
Well, from the position he was off the tee, not a bad leave here. Up the hill all the way, moving left to right all the way. Just a very gentle upslope, so not that hard of a leg putt.
For a 35-year-old player, he doesn't possess a wealth of PGA Tour experience. This is Chris's.
With Bubba Watson on PGA Tour Live. Worth the sacrifice. Now Bubba, big swing up, left to right here.
And it will tap in for his par here at the third.
Pitching wedge on the playoff there at Augusta National to win.
Only bent that one about 40 yards, right? Baker in for par after a poor tee shot. Nice work to off the eagle. Davis looking to keep it going here at the par 5.
Sailing well to the right. Gonna need to miss those trees right there.
Finish it at those people, okay? Where the white sign is.
Let's see how the lie is.
In and
He
off the
smashed
right.
that one though. The left on the way down. Tees this ball extremely high. Watch the pace of his backswing. Not rushed at all. And then he really hits the gas pedal on the way down.
Yep. That's all right.
His caddy, Don Donatello, likes that one.
That one ripped.
That left edge, steep bank left into the water, little slope just short, and a spine right, so small target. And that's drifting down that left edge, very aggressive line.
Seems like he's got some good fans there supporting him. I know he's a Midwest guy. You notice some of that out there, Gare?
Yeah, absolutely. He's got Tony Lingard on the bag, veteran caddy. He's a loose guy. He really has a good personality, and that is way right. On the right edge of the green.
Pretty close.
And both players are going to have to deal with one. Bubba coming straight uphill for the first half, and then diving down to his right as it gets to the top of that hump. Beautifully done there.
Yeah, we saw that.
You're wondering about Baker's sort of competitive profile. Hitting fairways is what it's all about. That really fuels his entire game. It's his best statistical category. He's 38th on the tour in driving accuracy this season.
Was 9th on the tour last year. And watch Bubba lift his front heel up off the ground right before he strokes it. Interesting technique. That
6. Davis laid it up into the rough. Now we'll play his third. This was exactly the number where he holed out from back at 5, 124 yards. And that's really well managed. Got that one to release, about 20.
Boy, look at the amount of curve. 173 feet of curve. That is sensational.
Cooking here today, climbed up into the right around 90 degrees the last couple of days here.
Well, there'll be a little less curve on this one.
24 feet compared to 173 feet. I'd say that's a little less curve.
Par 5, Kang just short of the green, playing his third.
Beautiful flighted little pitch shot. Get it chasing back there. Minimal turf interaction. Well judged on the speed. I'll leave him. Obviously getting a nice little bonus there on the last hole, holing out the wedge shot. You can make a couple of these. You could really get something special going. Not a lot of movement in this putt. Yeah, the tendency is to play it out to the right. It looks like it wants to break a ton to the water, but it's really just the right edge.
Defending his title, that was in Dallas at the AT&T, Byron Nelson, and it was a tie for 47th, so he made the cut that week. And a misfire from short range here.
And disappointing there. You see his number up there in the top left, 184. He is most likely not going to make the playoffs, but he's not going to lose his playing privileges on the PGA Tour because of the COVID situation. He is exempt through the 2022 season. So he's a bit on cruise control, middle of all those bunkers. That is precise right there. 265-yard carry. That is perfect.
Bubba back at the fifth.
From 108, one where this green slopes back to front. Got to pitch this as past pin height. That's got to go a little bit.
Boy, that had eyes for it. It was
25 yards. I think Chris has got to pitch this a good 5 feet beyond the flag, get one skip back, and then let it come back on the slope.
There's a nice backstop there behind it. We just saw CamDavis a couple groups ago hole out using that backstop.
Baker will as well. Pulls that one back. Back up at 7.
SungKang usually likes to hit driver as much as possible. 3-wood here. Needs to cover that bunker. Oh no.
Now for Bubba, uphill, pretty straight the first part. It might just try and leak to the right at the end.
Had the line dialed in, but like we've said all week, we've followed Bubba 3 of his 4 days. Those up.
As Parker said, below the hole, so we'll give you a nice bit of confidence to go ahead and release that putt ahead. Good opportunity here to get 2 under the card.
Great look here from our camera crew. Started it out right, anticipating it going left, but he needed to talk to Gary Christian. Gary had that red left edge, and Gary had it read perfectly.
6th in a moment. And Kang's going to have to come out of the bunker and up and over that lip quickly here at 7.
Difficult shot. You see how much uphill his stance is right there? Try to get clean contact is the main thing here. Well, that's a really good shot. It's not going to be on the proper level.
The fairway here, 3-wood off the tee and inside 100 yards to go.
And this is a green light all day long. Uses that back slope again. Oh, this could get worse and worse. Hang in there. Oh no. It was that slope I was talking about. You got to get it up on the proper level here. If he's 15 feet right of this hole, he's got a much easier.
And a low angle look from behind here.
It was downwind the first 2 rounds, into the wind round 3, now into right to left. So over the trees for Bubba.
Oh, and look at this one, no curve, Gary. "19 total feet of curve compared to 173 on the previous hole."
Well, John, I've been mighty impressed how far Chris has been hitting it. Got it past Bubba a few times. He's got, it seems like the driver's set up beautifully where he's getting the right spin rate, right angle of descent, and getting that thing running.
And another one here. Looks like it's headed toward the bunker, may pull up short of it. Par 5, 6th for Baker and Watson. And this one for birdie at 7.
Up the hill, not much movement. Oh, he loved it. Just
years winning his National Open. It came back in 2017. Just 22 years of age when he won. Started the final round 6 shots back. Jason Day was actually the overnight leader, and CamDavis came home in 64.
Skinny, if you're trying to get it down there to wedge distance, only about 25 yards wide. We'll have full focus here. The big cut, this should really suit his eye. Take this on the right edge of the green, just cut it in there. It's starting on the right edge, just not cutting. That may well be bunker or even over.
Yeah, we saw some sand splash there. That's not a terrible miss. That's a pretty 100 yards. It's a fun little track. I'd take my son out there. It's always enjoyable.
Par 3, 8th, 184 yards today. And Davis hoisting that one.
Right at it. Wow, what a golf shot, CamDavis.
Eagle hole out for 2 earlier in the
flag. There's a little low runoff just left of the flag and 15 feet short. So it's kind of crucial, that first bounce, isn't it? Just try and get that bounce, a straight bounce, not a sideways bounce.
Now, Bubba Watson does like to use his hands quite a bit, which is a great thing out of the bunkers.
Well, played that with a whole lot more height, and that sideways bounce is going to make that a very disappointing.
I'm a positive guy.
Kang for birdie here at the 8th. Oh, repelled by the flagstick. Trouble with CamDavis, who hooped one earlier for 2. And here's Baker for birdie back at the par 5.
Very slightly downhill, right to left.
Opening hole.
Straight, hit a lot of greens. And it's just, I think it's just when you play against players who just have just incredible ability and the ability to hit the ball 30 yards further than you and see some miracle finish this year. But if not, get into those Corn Ferry Tour finals and see if you can earn your card back.
Yeah, and there's really such a fine line between finishing 200th on the PGA Tour and finishing 150th or even 125th. There's not 25. Sometimes it's just a little bit of belief.
Tee shot of Davis at the 8th scared the hole, but he's not going to make birdie. And this, easily a couple more could have gone down. I mean, this is a guy who could have been 5 under through 8, but the 5th and the near ace here at 8.
This thing just paints the flag the whole way. Incredible golf shot. Hard to believe he missed that putt. If he was playing just a friendly game with his buddies, they'd probably would have given.
Bleeding fade off of there. Or take it at the cart path and don't cut it. That's way left. Sorry, way right.
It's going to find the first cut. There's so much.
It's a new game plan. That's a far better drive there. Just down the right center. Should be perfect.
Yeah, we'll be able to notice the difference between the two.
Up to the 9th, and Davis with driver in hands here at what has been the toughest hole TPC Twin Cities on the week. 4.3 scoring average. And a big bounce into the primary cut along the right.
Wind switches, becomes the 10th most difficult hole on Saturday. Amazing what a little bit of wind switch can do. We saw what it did to the 18th hole. This 9th hole went from being very difficult to much more manageable. Still ranking as the hardest hole on the golf course, but much more manageable with that north wind.
18 was just a slugfest for a handful of players yesterday, including SungKang, who made position within 4 shots of the lead after 54 holes. Bubba from the first cut here.
150 uphill, can just see the top half of the flag stick. It takes a little beyond and try and spin it back.
Yeah, that's a
forward on the first bounce. You can, I think, bring it a bit of height, take it about 10, 15 feet behind. Let's see if we can work it back towards the hole. It's on a really good looking line. Here we go. Here we go.
180 shot.
There's that pin perilously on that little inlet over the water. Looks like a very, very good shot there. That's really well judged.
You may have heard didn't quite add up to the yardage of 168 here.
Important to keep that club face strong through the hitting zone. That's pretty well done.
Bubba coming off a 33-putt performance yesterday and 10 through the opening 6 holes today. Make it 11. Walks it into 3 under.
Just uphill all the way.
There you go. Both players birdie the 7th. Generating a